Eminence Front X5 and Larry Word here, coming to you from Death Valley once again, middle of nowhere. Trying to head out to a place called Culminate. I made an adventure out there a few months back. It got really hot. Back to camp from Culminate, which is about a mile down the way here. We're heading on back because it's getting very hot. It's about 11 o'clock and it's close to 100 degrees right now and going up. It's supposed to be up to 110 out here in the valley, so we'll see about that. It's already 100. Had to turn around and come back. Now it's bitterly cold, but I think it's cold enough to endure a long hike. So I'm gonna try and head out and try and discover this in a couple of different ways. The first one is to find the road that leads into the Culminate Valley. It's a valley just behind, well, this little orange mountain right behind me here. This guy here is blocking the view to Culminate. It's just on the other side of that. That's why I call it a valley. It's between this and the hills back here. First step, let's go find that road. There's this path or a road that walks up there, and we won't have to climb that steep hill. If I can find that road, that'll make this trip a lot easier. But the first step is first, park Eminence Front X5 behind me here, and let's head out. I'm locked up. I got plenty of water. My phone, of course, got batteries, got my camera. That's my camera. Get that. There's a marker, Karen, and it looks to be pointing in the direction of these poles. So I'm gonna head on over there and see if that's where the road is. Hopefully there's a service road of some sort that will take me into more of what I would consider home. Okay, so looks like we found one of the roads. The Karens definitely took me here. Cool with that. I could turn around right now, but I made such great progress in such short amount of time. I can still see where the X5 is parked. Barely. However, this looks interesting. I want to keep pressing forward. I've got a gallon of water with me. I just ate. I want to see where this connects. I want to see if it goes over these little white mounds. I think these are mine remains. Let's go check it out. I'm coming across more and more cans, which is leading me to believe there's something else around here. And I am seeing some stacked rocks on this side. Okay, I'm seeing Karens now. I'm gonna follow this. There's the Karen dead center. So this lighter colored dirt is the side I want to be on. Dirt's coming from this mountain here. I say mountain, I probably can climb that, but I'm not going to. I'm just trying to find a path to Culminate and the remains that are seen from the railroad up here. Now, this area right up in here, that's where I shot a video and I called it, I think something like it's a cathedral or some sort. That's where I was standing, looking out. And from up there, that vantage point down into this valley, you can see trails leading all over the place. I need to pick up on one of those trails. They're not washes, they're seriously trails. And it was kind of hard to see from up there where they kind of ended out here, but they kind of travel out in this direction. And these Karens seem to be leading me down these paths, so that's Death Valley in the distance there. So let's keep going. There's absolutely no one out here. Friday afternoon. Pretty stunning back here, folks. I'm further up that wash that I've been walking up. It's getting more narrow. However, I was up on top here on the perimeter looking at which track to take. And I think it's around this corner. I have to take a left upside the hill here. Gorgeous up here, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so the first stage of this trip is complete. I made it up to the base of Culminate, which is, right behind me here. So this is the base, this is the valley I wanted to be in. Now up further in this valley, which we're about to take a trip to, you'll find a lot of interesting things. Come check it out. Cans for days, guys. Looks like there's a lot of eating going on. For as far as your eyes can see, there's just cans. It's amazing. All piled up here. Not all. All sorts. Yeah. I need to be at the other end of that mound on the right. Where I recall seeing the building is between this mound and this mound. Right around that bend. That's what I'm trying to get to. Sun's hanging low. Should I try it? I went up to where I was pointing, which is pretty much where that rock and this big hill here kind of separates. Boy, did I find things. Let's visit this. I just passed this. This is remains of a camp. Yeah, pretty interesting. In the sense that they're everywhere. Check this out. So here's that camp I was just pointing at. There's a can, main, from upstream, which I'm going downstream in. But there's some wire in here. See right there on the ground, very thin wired gauge wire. I'm thinking that this was a camp. Kind of a stupid place to put a camp, considering it's a wash. But the more I started looking at it, maybe it's an ancient wash, because right after this, I found this. Mostly man-made. Another camp of sorts. Then I rounded the corner and found all this stuff. All these are like little camps. I think these are cigarette cases, boxes, or metal cases, or some sort. They're everywhere. I think they also use us as mine claims. But here's this little encampment. Circular, tall, really strange place. Here's another one. Strange place for a camp, because we're right in the middle of a very heavy wash. Some more wire. A little bit of wood. Really interesting. I mean, they're freaking everywhere. There's one here. There's several out here. There's more over here. Can down there. Encampment here. This wire's intact. You can kind of see it there in the air. You can see how they had it wrapped up here. It's like a lean-to. Busted up, but you can get a pretty good picture. It kind of sloped down to the bottom at an angle. Yeah, very interesting. Let's see some of this stuff. Not quite sure if they were mining out here or not, but hard to tell what was going on. And why would they be camped here? Yeah, these are camps, all right. This looks like the camps that we were seeing up above in a previous video that I had. I thought they were tombs, mausoleums of sorts. There's some more, I think these are cigarette cans or cigars or something. Here's a nice round area. It's a little harder to see, but you can see the wall there. It's curved. Looks like this whole area in here was being used as something. Hard to tell. Another little shelter. Very big rocks walking over here. As I move through here, I'm seeing more and more of these. This looks like it was a tower. That's pretty big. That's a big can there. So as I walk through this, I'm gonna keep this rolling. Wow. I'm speechless. What I'm seeing out here are, these are old encampments from when they were mining out here. And I'm pretty sure the miners would come down here and camp in the summertime, probably, when it was not raining. I'm sure if it was raining, this would not be the place to be. Flash flood area. I mean, this is right in the middle of a flash flood area. Some wire left behind still. It's one of those huge cans. I think that's the size of my foot. That thing's huge. They get more ornate, more built. You can see we've been walking up this little area here just now, showing you all that, but it ended up here at this. But there's a ton more, and it looks like it gets even more complex. They look to be made more intricately. As I make my way up. More of the same, kind of a general setup. Looks like there's a way in right there. Probably where they would sleep is right in there. I'm seeing things on top of this hill. Top of this mound, I see a little something. Let's go check that out. Yes, it's getting windy, and I do not have my windsock with me. Again, we're just walking up this wash, finding all kinds of stacked rock shelters. This one's pretty ornate. How it survived all this, I don't know. There's a ton more leading up that way. I see charcoal bits in here. Which tells me they're probably having a fire and it's pretty well built. Shelter right there. There's some huge ones over here. There's a wall back here, you can kind of see it. These are the things I was seeing up on top of coal mine, which is right up there. I'm blown away. There's so many little camps down here. Continue on. There's another camp. These camps are about, I don't know, 10 feet apart. It'll be everywhere. There's another one. Stacked rock, the U shape. No wires on this one. Or maybe there was water running through here, more as a light stream. Cigarette cases or cigar cases, whatever those things are. These down here. Huge cans. Switching over to DSLR because of the wind. Eminence front X5 and Larry Word here. That's Colemanite. Back here in the hills there, the white area. That's Colemanite. I don't know what this is. This is the top of a hill at the base of Colemanite. I don't know what this is. Some monument of sorts. US MM 47. I don't know what that could be for. But I'm at an encampment of I guess the mining community that was around here. You can see trails leading up into the hills here everywhere. And it seems to kind of center around here. Makes sense, there's all kinds of living places around here made out of rock. I want to go further in, and I've got about another half mile, but it looks like about another half mile of this. A bunch of these rock dwellings, which I've seen on the other side as well, but this is blowing my mind. They were living in a wash, so anytime it rained, they'd have to scramble to high ground, but it doesn't rain that much around here. Anyway, the rest of this is going to be part 2. I'm going to have to come back out here. At least I know how to get out here fast now, and no dilly-dallying around. I know exactly how to get here. Exciting though. I wasn't not even expecting to do an explore today, but I did it. It's getting low, the sun that is. The sun's getting low in the sky. I have to hightail it out of here. Ryan is right around the corner. Thinking about going to the hill, the crest of this hill real quick, see if I can see over and see if I can see anything else. But I'm definitely coming back here. All the mines up here, the railroad's still there, all these little paths leading up into the hills, everywhere, just amazing. And there's supposed to be a cemetery further down, so that's my New Year's goal, is to make it to the cemetery. I think it's about a mile up. Anyway, that's the update for now.